So before we started writing earlier, I actually we read a bunch of poems from Shel Silverstein, and we noticed some repetition, and we talked about how we could possibly maybe put some repetition in our poetry, or give it a try, and see if it could help convey some of our feelings. What I meant to do, but I forgot, was show you some examples of poems with repetition that boys and girls in second grade did, and they're up on the smart board. So I'll read them really quick, because we're not done writing, and we're not done writing maybe with repetition, so tomorrow when we're writing, now we'll have seen 2 more examples. So the first one's called Inside. Take a look on the board. I want your eyes on the poem as I read it. So Jake wrote this, and it says, inside the house, I get ready. Inside the car, I go to school. Inside the school, I wait for the bell to ring. Simple, repetition. Jake wrote that poem, and he's 8 years old, just like you. Yep. The second one was written by Rachel, and it's called Under. Under the clouds, under the trees, under the sea, I could fall asleep and dream of moving clouds and swaying trees and waves moving in the sea. By Rachel. She's 8 years old.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
They're in this school.
What did you notice about their poems? Angelina?
They're by kids.
Yeah, they're by kids. Cassidy?
They're commas. Like when they say it, they have commas like under the clouds, under the trees.
We're so going to get deeper into the line breaks and the commas as we go on, because we've been noticing some line breaks and commas and why the author chose to do that, so that's a good noticing. Jordan?
It has repetition and it rhymes.
Sure does. Repetition. All right, so we had a go at writing some more poetry today, and some of us tried to put a little repetition in to see if we could add and help the reader understand our thoughts and feelings. And I'm going to ask for Priyana to share her poem, and then we will give her feedback, share what we noticed and what we wonder, because we're never done. So maybe she's done with her poem, or maybe if you let her know some wonderings, she might go back and add something to it. Okay, so Priyana, if you want to go to the writer's chair. What? Okay, so Connor's going to share his poem with us. Have a seat in the author's chair. Dr. Seuss's chair is waiting for you. We're all looking forward to it. There's no questions yet, Liam, because he hasn't read his poem yet. So why don't you put your ears and get ready to give Connor feedback. Put it in your lap. All right, Connor, we're ready.
Not doing my work. Work, 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 it's so hard. Schoolwork, chores, feed the dog, make my bed. Doing work is good, but not doing my work is better. Work, 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 it's so hard.
Anybody have anything they want to say to Connor? We're only going to pick 2. Giselle had her hand up first. What did you notice, Giselle? Connor tried some repetition. And I noticed that it really showed the importance of his poem and how he felt about work, right? What word did he use to repeat over and over again? Keep your notebook open in case you need to go back to it. What word did he repeat over and over again, Cassidy?
Work, work,
yeah.
work.
Work, work, work. Even the way you read it, work, 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 it shows his feelings.
It still has work inside it, though.
We need one more person to give a noticing. Yes, Connor, choose.
Of course.
Jordan.
You repeated the words and you used a lot of topics to
I noticed the same thing. Jordan, the first noticing about the repetition, Giselle already shared. So it's important for us to listen to each other, and we can give comments based on what each other has said. But the second noticing is when he listed the different types of work. Now, does anybody have any wonderings? Wonderings about his writing. Wonderings about what he might go back and add, or keep it focused on what he has written, please. Xavier.
I wonder if you're going to add more ideas. I think I'm done.
Cassidy?
I wonder if you're going to do another one.
the same version.
What do you mean another one?
Like a different one.
A different poem? Connor, will you ever write a poem ever again?
Probably have to.
Okay. Can I share something
Yes.
that I noticed? Open up your poem again. Can you read it again?
Not doing my work.
Louder.
Not.
That was good. That loud. Pretend like you're yelling at me.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd love that. Go ahead.
Oh. Hey, this is getting good. Okay. Not doing my work. Work, 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 it's so hard. Schoolwork, chores, feeding the dog, making my bed. Doing work is good, but not doing my work is better. Work, 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 it's so hard. Done.
You know what I noticed? He said work, work, work in the beginning, and then he said work, work, work at the end. And we noticed a lot of poets that did that technique. And it repeats how he feels about work, and it kind of lets you know the poem is over. And you notice that from a few of our mentor poets. That's something that really all of you could think to do. David? David, hi. That's something that we could all learn from Connor, is to repeat our repetition at the end. Because it's pretty powerful. Thank you, Connor. Come have a seat. And now we have Priyana. Put your hands down and get ready to listen to Priyana.
I didn't know this.
Nicholas, are you ready to be a good listener? Awesome.
I'm scared, there's a monster downstairs. He said if I tell anybody, he'll eat me. I'm scared, there's a monster downstairs.
Well, what does that tell you that you got all those giggles? Is that a reaction that you'd want to get? Okay. So any wonderings?
I was going to say
Look at her. Look at her. Oh, notice things. Yes. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Draven, hold on.
I noticed.
No, hold on. Scooch over a little, Draven. Thanks, honey. Elijah, sit down the right way, the way we sit down. Good learning position, crisscross applesauce, and try not to touch anybody. I don't want anybody to miss our wonderings, our noticings, or anything. So focus on Priyana or Stephen. Thank you. Okay, Stephen.
I noticed that you had a repetition in rhyming.
Priyana's another poet who tried something new today and added some repetition.
Carolyn, I noticed that you had a short poem.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
There's no rules.
There's no rules that can tell you it. It's the author.
I wonder if you're going to add more details to it.
Yeah. I wonder if there was actually a monster upstairs.
I wondered the same thing.
How did it could be the why you fiction.
Only person that should be talking right now is Connor.
I wonder why you made that poem. Because that's the thing that I saw first.
All right, now I have a noticing. So Priyana and I were talking about her writing when we were sitting at the back. We were sitting with a group of students, kind of having like a little group session, and we talked about the type of feelings that she wanted her audience to have. And now she wanted her audience to think it was funny. Can you raise your hand, thumbs up, if you think that Priyana accomplished the feelings that she wanted to convey? Thumbs up if you thought it was funny.
It was.
So it's important, and I wanted to share it with you, and Priyana said it was okay. It's important that you think of the feelings that you want to express. And then it's fun to see when you share it with somebody, Liram. It's really fun to see if it worked, if everybody got it. And I think this was really great for Priyana because that's what she wanted to do, and everybody giggled, and she was entertaining when she read her poem to us. Remember this when you're writing your poetry, some of the things we talked about. Connor helped us. He showed us a new technique that he learned from a mentor text about repeating that same line at the end. And Priyana is teaching us about really thinking about the feelings that you want to convey when you are writing your poetry. So,
I think she did do it at the end.
yeah.
Pardon the interruption. We have a car.
Okay, so thank you for sharing with us, guys, and I can't wait to read more poetry tomorrow.
Can I share tomorrow? Can I share